Hey everybody, this is Jyricos, and welcome back to Tales of Phantasia. Last time, we found out we had been sent to the past, and we've learned about sorcery. So, this time, we're going to continue on heading toward Euclid in the hopes of finding Clarth, and maybe finding a way to fight Deus. But first, a skit! If we defeat Deus and Isera, will my parents come back to life? I don't believe that we can undo that which has already been done. I see. I'm sorry. It's alright. Then, do you think we can save the other two? I think... No. I'm sure that we can save them. Yeah. Morrison sent us this era. We can't let this chance he gave us go to waste. So, we believe there is still a hope to save them. So let's move onward and head toward Euclid. And before we get there, you know we're going to have to go through an enemy encounter. What I was going to say is we have to go through the mountain pass. Wow, I was one step away from entering here. And hey, we got a sign here. Beware the northern path. Yeah, since we're back in the past, the sign is not weathered. We can actually read what it says. It's kind of a fun little detail there. So, you know what's going on here. We're going to make our way up and fight tons of enemies. Yeah, there isn't a single enemy in the mountain pass we haven't already seen, so we're going to be cutting out quite a few battles. Thankfully, they do give good experience. Kless leveled up to level 12 and learned Autumn Sandstorm. Assault an enemy with unrelenting thrusts. I'm going to put that on down so we can show it off next time we have a battle worth showing. Let's go ahead and keep running up the mountain. And more enemies. I will say I love the name of Autumn Sandstorm, but the funny thing is, it's a move you'll see in other Tales games under a much more unassuming name. Got beef. Got cheese, can't carry anymore, and bread. Well, you know what? Let's actually do some cooking. I have not actually done any of this yet. Let's see. Do we have anything that uses... Yeah, of course, cheeseburger. Let's go ahead and make this. We're gonna have Kless. And, wow, that was weird. It delayed and then disappeared real quick. So... if we try to eat a second time, you just ate, you're totally stuffed. But that restored pretty much all our HP. Mint is back at almost full, and Kless is at full. So, now we can have cheese. And let's get out of here. And we can see Euclid ahead of us. It's, a little bit smaller. It's not quite the same size as what we're used to. Also, you know, we were full before. Every time you go into a battle... Oh, there you go. All allies recover 20% HP. You will be able to cook again. You don't have to beat the battle. You can run away. But that's what changes whether you're full or not. So, let's go ahead and head inside Euclid. It is definitely not quite the same bustling metropolis it was back in the present. Now, before anything else, we got a woman standing here. So, what are you doing in a place like this? She doesn't say anything. Let's head toward the inn and we'll trigger a scene. Mint, what is it? That girl, she looks like she has a bad case of it. Really? She doesn't look all that sick to me. You have it all wrong. Kless, don't you understand? That girl is lovesick. Lovesick? That vacant stare, that suffocating tension. Why don't we see if we can help her out somehow? I don't think we should get involved. Kless, did you say something? No, nothing. I love they even have the sweat drops in the text boxes. So now we can talk to her. What is it? Nice weather we're having, huh? Class, I didn't want you to try and pick her up. I'll try asking her. Poor Kless, he's so oblivious. Excuse me. If there's something troubling you, perhaps you'd like to talk about it. What? But... Please, don't be afraid. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Actually, there's someone that I'm in love with. I thought so. Who is he? His name is Elwin. I believe he's in the equipment shop right now. In the equipment shop? I understand. Elwin. So this starts a long-running side quest. We're going to do some more of that in the village, but first, I want to explore the inn. I'm a traveler. I came here all the way from Phantasia. Are you okay? A girl all alone on a trip like that? I'm fine, because I had divine protection. And also, I took a ton of holy bottles along with me. Holy bottles are filled with amazing sacred power. If you use one, it even keeps most monsters from coming near you. Very useful if you want to travel safely. You know about the cave to the east of Belladem Village, right? That was the cave we heard talked about before. It was actually right near the port. There's no reason to go there yet, but remember that for later. I heard from someone who went in there that it's a hideout for a bunch of little kids. Or were those the supposed spirits? Worth remembering. So, nothing to do here in the inn. Now, let's go left here. And we got a couple items. Oh, hey, kid. A dragonfly. It's a dragonfly! Chasing some bugs. We got a rune bottle. And we got question mark rod. Now, question mark items are specifically unidentified. Usually equipment that you have to use a rune bottle on to figure out what they are and thus be able to use them. I'll go ahead and tell you this one is just a regular rod, like the weapon Mint started with, so we definitely don't want to waste a rune bottle on that. But there will be some that you definitely want to use rune bottles on. Now, let's see, we want to go down here to the left. We got a house with some kind of cool looking thatch on top. What's inside here? Hello, there's a bunch of cats. Oh, I'm sorry. Right now I'm preparing dinner for our cats. That can't be easy work. Well, they're like my children, so I don't mind it so much. Yep, we got a ton of cats hanging out in here. Call her a crazy cat lady, but, you know, she has a husband and apparently a kid. He's the crazy cat man. I'm an old man who just loves cats. Come here, kitty. And dog lover. I like dogs better. I'm with you, kid. So, there's not really anything to do in here, but it's kind of funny. All these cats hanging out here. And if we head down to the left, I believe somewhere around here. There it is. 2,000 gold. That's pretty nice there. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Let's see. Down around here, there's a hidden item around one of these trees. Maybe... There it is! There's a Verdun, which is a weapon we saw. Let's see, how much does that change his stats? Up slash quite a bit, or ups thrust a bit, drop slash. You know, we'll equip it. It's not too bad. It'll help us in the short term. Also, 1,000 gold over here. Now, let's go into the equipment shop. Come on in. So, we have a Verdun now. We don't have to buy one. Again, eventually, we'll buy one of these Kolishamards. There's a Fine Saber. Not really worth buying any of this stuff. It is good to have the options. Let's buy kitchen mittens for mint, though. I think that'll be helpful. Finally, she has some hand gear. Thanks, traveler. Now, if we wander up here, we see this guy pacing at the window. Hello, come here, talk to me. Sorry to bother you, but would you happen to be Elwin? Well, yes, that's me. But why are you asking for me by name? Actually, there's a woman who desperately wants to meet you. Oh, I'm quite honored. What is she like? First of all, what is her name? Name? So we don't know her name. We're going to have to go back and talk to her to find that out. I want to go outside and play, but Dad said I have to help out with the store. Yeah, kid, you got to do your chores. And hey, the accessory shop, the Cat's Eye. Got a bunch of gummies, bottles, and you can actually buy rabbit's feet here. It can be useful. Talisman not worth the price. Thanks. Please come again. And you know what? We're going to go back down and find out... Oh, wrong way. Find out what the girl's name is. Excuse me, but would you mind telling us your name? Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Nancy. My mother's a town grocer. Alright, let's go give the name to Elwin. We're just playing matchmaker here. It's kind of sweet. Her name is Nancy. She's the daughter of this village's grocer. I see. The grocer... I keep saying grocer. The grocer's daughter, Nancy. Unfortunately, I cannot meet her. Why is that? You see, I'm the heir of a trade company in Venezia. Right now, I just happen to be visiting this village on business. But it won't be long until I have to return to Venezia. And also, the president, my father, he would never allow it. But can't you at least try meeting her? No, if I met her even once, it would only make it more difficult when we could not meet again. Please give the young lady my regards. Now then, back to work. Alright, I guess we better go tell Nancy what he said. So here we go, head on down. A little bit of back and forth, but it's not too bad. It was no use, right? I figured that it would be like this. I mean, he's the son of a company president. I'm just the daughter of a grocer. No matter how you look at it, we just weren't meant to be. Nancy. Thank you. I'm okay now. I'm all right. Don't worry about me. And that is the end of the side quest. For now. More will come in time. Mister, is there really going to be a war? A war? Yeah, I heard Mom talking about how some distant country's king might start a war. Oh, I hope not, kid. That's not good. But hey, we know from the stories of the past the war did happen. And Nancy's mother, Maggie. Welcome. We've got a lot of good stuff. They do have a lot of good stuff. Lots of ingredients. Not really going to worry about that for now. I heard a rumor that in some distant country they're forming an army with an unreal number of people. I love to travel. On the way here, I happened across this place known as Lone Valley. Apparently, there's always an intense wind blowing through there. Oh yeah, and there's a guy named Bart living nearby who's supposed to be a master at predicting the weather. He's pretty famous around the city of Hamel for the accuracy of his predictions. Well, that's some foreshadowing that we may need to remember. Now then, tonight's side dish will be... shopping and consulting her list. I dwell in the wonderful world of flavor, and apparently I talk like the Count from Sesame Street. I want to share this flavor with as many people as I can. Would you like a taste of my world? Then let's get cooking! And you learn how to make a sandwich. And I love this. You learn how to make a sandwich. Ingredients needed. Bread. And then 2 of the other optional ingredients. Lettuce, cucumber, and potato. But I just love the ingredients that was required is just bread. I mean, that's really what makes a sandwich. And And now let's see, to the right here is just a little patch of farm. Oh, right, there's an item down here. We want to go around to the right of the inn. Slip up here to get a mixed gummy. I think we already have some of those. Yeah, it combines the apple and orange gummy. We've talked about that before. But if you go up a little further, hidden under the trees is a miracle gummy. This is something new. It's the same thing, but twice as powerful. Restores 60% of one character's HP and TP. That is incredible. We want to hold on to that. Those are going to be probably the items that are the most useful, that you will use a lot. Also, if you notice, Nancy's gone. Because we finished that part of the side quest, she's no longer here. We'll run into her again eventually. I feel bad nobody else is watching, so I can't just leave. I love this band with their, cool instruments and all of them having the green hair. I'm the violinist, tra-la-la-la. She's playing with everything she's got. Hey, hey, come on, one more time. How much will you pay? 1, 10, 100, or 1,000 gold. Let's give him 100 gold. We're nice. Oh, you're too kind. It seems like Deos is planning to wage all-out war on Midgard. I wonder what's going to come of all this. So yeah, you give them money and they'll give you random tidbits of information. None of it's really that useful, but it's kind of a neat thing. The drummer. Drum, 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 drum. And he's drumming with everything he's got. Well, they're really into it, so more power to them. Now, if we head up here, got a well, which is pretty cool looking. Exit out of the village, and hey, buddy, what are you doing in a place like that? From up here, you wouldn't believe the kind of things you can see. How'd you even get up there? That's a secret. So he's just randomly hanging out up there. Now, before we go into this big house up here, let's wander around to the right. And you try to go into the forest. And it has, I love the sweat drops that show you, getting up here. Wow, good job finding your way up here. What do you think? Great view, isn't it? And we have, I believe, hidden up here somewhere. Okay, where exactly is it up here? Okay, apparently I was mistaken about that item being up there. I thought for sure there was something up there, but I guess it's just a little bit of silliness that you can go find that guy up on the cliff. Now, we're going to head into this house. That you, Merald? If you brought tea, just leave it on the table over there, would you? Excuse me, but are you Clarth? I am, but do you have some business with me, princess? Clarth, we were hoping we might be able to learn something about the research you've done on magic. Magic? Oh, so you're here on my series of lectures on magical studies. If that's all, you go talk to Merald inside. You'll have to pay the 10,000 gold tuition up front. What? A payment? We can't pay that much. Well then, I suppose I have nothing to teach you. Come again sometime, princess. Please, stop calling me that. I'm so sorry. You see, you never bothered to give me your name in the first place. And this is our first meeting. Or am I mistaken about that? Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Mint Adnade. This is Kless. And she's embarrassed yet again. She gets embarrassed so easily. Clarth, the ability to use magic is absolutely essential to us. We must have it to defeat Deos. To defeat Deos? Are you serious? Even for an excuse to get free magical training, arrogance like that still crosses the line. What? That's so cruel. Clarth! Is this how you treat people when I'm not around? Marold. I can't believe you! Must you always be so blunt, rude, and downright thoughtless? You've just met these people, right? Did you even ask why they came here? Can't you just muster even the slightest bit of social grace? You're an idiot, a complete fool! Honestly. I'm sorry about him. He's got the maturity of a little kid. Oh, I know. You should just forget about a guy like this. How about I introduce you to someone more dependable? A guy like this isn't needed, right? Why, hey! What do you mean, a guy like this? What's that supposed to mean? You don't like that? For someone unreliable like you, a guy like this is just fine. What the hell does that mean? Unreliable? Just who was it that followed me all the way to this remote area? Oh my, I just can't seem to recall. I can't believe her. Go on, you two. Just give him one last push. No matter what, we still need Clarth's cooperation. Cooperation? Yes, that's right. If that's the case, you should have just said so in the first place. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? What an arrogant jerk. From the future, you say? That's rather hard to believe. We won't try to force you to believe us, because we both had the same doubts about it. But regardless, it does not change the fact that we need your magic in order to defeat Deos. Please, is there any way we can convince you to lend us your power? I'm sorry to tell you that despite what you've been told, I cannot use sorcery myself. As I'm sure you can see, I am neither elf nor half-elf. I'm just an ordinary human being. Do my ears look pointy to you? I can't see your ears, dude. You got way too much hair. We came here after hearing about you from Belladum Village's elder. He seems sure that Clarth, you would have some kind of power that could help us. Actually, there is a kind of magic that isn't limited to those of elven lineage. By borrowing the power of the spirits, it is possible to obtain a power that is equal to that of sorcery. This has been the focus of my research, searching out the means necessary for a human to harness the power of the spirits. That power is known as summoning. But you still can't actually use it, right? You're even noisier than usual today. The theory, at least, is sound, and there's no reason it wouldn't work. All that's left is to actually form a pact with a spirit, and I should be able to control a power equal to sorcery. However, attempting to form a pact can be a rather dangerous undertaking. You see, the beings known as spirits have a tendency to live in places where humans cannot easily tread. Your names were Kless and Mint, right? Now then, if my cooperation is truly what you seek, you'll need me to be able to use the power of summoning to achieve your goals, correct? If you understand my intent, I assume that's acceptable. Yes. Thank you so much. In that case, we shall make our way to Lone Valley without delay. The spirits of wind, the Sylph, reside in that valley. Merald, could you pass me my hat? I probably won't be back for a while, so... If you're worrying about me, I'll be all right. You know, when you get back, I'll have to let you try my newest pie recipe. In that case, I better give it my best, huh? Well then, I'll be off. Clarth, don't forget to take this with you. And we get the Collectors Encyclopedia. And Clarth gets a hat. And Clarth F. Lester joins the party. He is an official party member here. Oh yes, Kless, Mint. We have a large collection of books here related to magic and the spirits. If you'd like, why not use some of our reference materials? And we will! But not just yet. First, let's look at this Collectors Encyclopedia we got. A catalog of items that any true collector can't be without. Did you miss anything? And sure enough, you can view, in the categories you can see where there are items you're missing, items you've gotten, and just go through them and see whole sorts of stuff is missing. Yeah, actually you could sort by alphabetical. There's a ton of items. So, it's going to take a long time to fill this up. And this is why you want to eventually buy every item that you can. Because if you want to fill out the encyclopedia, there's 399 different items. And we found 60 of them. So, let's also take a quick look at Clarth. He is a scholar of magic, and he's got a kind of a cool hat. I like that, drawing of him. His weapon is a book, and, nope, not cooking. Let's check out his title. A dedicated researcher of summoning. And I love this. He also has the title, Pain in the Ass. A title given to one who depends on a woman that is neither wife nor lover. We're totally switching him to this title. It's too appropriate. And yeah, as we said, his weapon is a book. The Necronomicon, one of the dark books of the Cthulhu mythos. The Book of the Dead, one of the terrible and forgotten books. So he's a spellcaster, but he doesn't have any abilities because he can't use them yet. So he's kind of worthless for now, but he'll get better in time. And Merald invited us to check out the books, but we're going to do that next time. I think this episode's gone on long enough. We have managed to make it to Euclid, got a new party member, and started out on a quest to find the summoned spirit, Sylph. Next time, we might just have to head to this lone valley to find Sylph and hopefully learn the art of summoning. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.